Cheerio, love.
Hi, my name's Chris Jenkins, and it was my job for a long time to be a troubadour on the international troubadour circuit, and that's basically just a fancy name for a pub singer. So I did a lot of singing and playing guitar in pubs, and along the way came up with some kind of just sort of I suppose quite odd techniques of doing things. I didn't think they were, in terms of sort of like restringing a guitar. Like everyone who plays an acoustic guitar knows how to restring it. But I was talking to my friend and ACM colleague, Tristan Sume, about how to restring guitars and how I do it. And interestingly enough, he had never heard of it before, the way that I do it. And that really surprised me, so I thought that might be quite a cool thing to talk about. So jumping straight in, a lot of it's very basic, and some of it might be useful and some of it might not be useful. But you know, if there's something handy about it, then it's worthwhile, isn't it? So, all right. The only real difference to start with is that when I take it up to the headstock end, different people wind their strings differently, and one thing that was shown to me a long time ago was that because the actual machine heads, I'll show you this, the actual machine heads are equidistant, and when they make them, they obviously make them evenly spaced out, and it just happens to be that if you take your string to the next machine head along, the one that it doesn't belong in, and give it a bend like that, when you thread it through the one that it does belong in, it will give you the exact right amount of slack for the right amount of winds. And so it's just kind of like a handy little guide. So, handy tip number one, use the machine heads to give you the right amount of slack. And then hold it down, always wind underneath the first bit sticking out the top. Always wind down the machine head and never up it, because it's more secure, and it helps later when it comes to doing the clever little trick that I'm going to show you in a minute. So here we have it. Now that is 2.5, nearly exactly, I don't know if you can see that, that's nearly exactly 3 winds, which is by and large sort of a perfect amount of slack. And I know this is kind of, it's odd talking about things that are so sort of minuscule, you know, you just want to get on and play, and when you're talking axes and rock stars, you don't really think about how many winds you should have on your machine head. But the benefit to having the right amount of winds on this is that it will actually tune easier, and it will hold its tuning better. So there is an advantage. The other advantage is, once it's wound, because you wind underneath it, you end up with this sort of tail sticking up. Now, a lot of people will then take one of these and chop this off, and I never ever do that. What I do instead, I'll show you when I've got the others on.